for our first Adobe Premiere project, and that's for color, intensity, and rhythm. And for this, I've created ahead of time a project folder on my desktop that I have called Color. And let's just open that up inside and we can see how I've arranged it. You can see I've got an extra folder for audio files, one for any still images or photographs, another folder for any video assets, and a final folder that I keep for renders. Once you've cut your video together, you're going to want to export a final rendered version of that video. So all four of these are subfolders, and all of my assets for my project are going to be saved in here, including the native Adobe Premiere profile. And the reason that I do that is so that if I need to transfer to another computer, I just grab this folder and I know that every asset that's required to make that project happen is coming with me. So first off, you launch Premiere Pro. And you get this screen. This is the home screen. There's really two modes. This one's worth checking out here. It's called the Learn mode, and there's a whole bunch of different tutorials in here featuring different aspects of the interface. There's a nice little overview to orient you to the working environment. And then there's one on importing media, preparing clips for editing, editing your clips, and so on and so forth. All at very basic levels for you to check out. Of course, we want to go back to the home mode, and we want to generate a new project. So once we do that, we can give our project a name, and this is Color, Intensity, and Rhythm, so I'll just short form it as CIR. And now we want to tell it where we want this project file to be located. Currently, it's going to be putting it in a shared Adobe Premiere Pro folder, and that's not where we want it to go. So we'll hit that Browse button, and I'll point to the desktop and inside that Color folder, and I'll choose that as being the location. Another thing you might want to check as well is the scratch disk settings, and this tells you where it's going to capture things. So if I were to capture video directly and input it directly into my project, I could browse this, but you can see I've already set it up so that it's pointing to my desktop, the Color folder, and into the video folder. And it's as simple as this. You click Browse, you choose that folder, and click the Choose button. And you can see that it created a subfolder of its own in there. The other thing is, where do you want the captured audio to go? And I pointed to my audio folder. And any video previews, where do you want those going? And I put those in my video subfolder as well. Audio previews, I also set up to be, well, I'll reset that, and I'll go inside the Color and select that audio folder. And anywhere that we want auto-saving occurring, again, it'll create a temporary file, auto-saved to the Color folder. Other things like Creative Cloud Library downloads, motion graphics template media, you're just saying use same as project, and it'll automatically send everything down that way. So I can click OK. My scratch disks are all pointing to the same area. It creates a new project environment for me. And this is for previewing the assets. This window here, this window up here is the project preview. And down here is our timeline area. And this is the area that we're concerned with here. It's the project panel. And you'll notice it says down here, import media to start. Now I don't have any media yet, so I should probably go and get that. I'm using the service pexels.com, and this has a very generous array of free video and also free still images. You can subscribe to a premium version of this if you want to pay and get access to a broader range of assets by professionals, but we're just going to use this free version for this assignment. Now, you're asked to create a composition based on color, and the color has to go from high intensity to low intensity. I'm going to use green for mine because it's that time of year when the buds are all out on the trees and the flowers are out, and I just want to celebrate a long winter without it. So I'm going to use green. I'll put that in as my search criteria. And we want to choose things that go from high intensity, so a lot of coverage with a lot of green in it, to areas of less intensity. So for now, I'm just going to explore what my options are. And that's a lot of green right there. I suppose I could filter. I can see if there's a filter for size, large, medium, and small. I'm just going to go for small. That's more than enough megapixels for our requirements. And you can notice that all sorts of green things are here. That's nice and vibrant, so I'm going to choose that for my high intensity green, and I'll just download that. So if I roll over it, you can see the download button right here. Just going to drop that down. It gives you an opportunity to donate through PayPal, say thanks on Twitter, or post on Instagram. And maybe I'll just give a little thanks out. There we go. To Andre. And just a little thank you there. Thanks for your generosity, Andre. There we go. Just to encourage people to keep submitting up there and making things available to the rest of us. So, back to Pexels. So there's another green image. Maybe download that one as well. Click the download button. And for the sake of time, I'm going to go through it. We'll choose more. And what I want to do is get a progression that is dropping in terms of intensity. So the colors, I suppose, could be less saturated, less of that color. So you can see here that there's obviously less green in this image. So I want to go from low intensity to high intensity in that case. There's obviously a lower intensity here as well. So I want to kind of get a mix of images. That could work as well. Here we're getting other colors in there. I'm a little loath to bring other colors into it, you know, like this and this, because they start competing with one another. So there's another one like that. And here we've got about 50% coverage. Yeah, there's other colors, but they're really washed out and desaturated. So that could certainly work as well. There's another interesting one. For those of you that like kicks, you could bring that in. It's about 90% coverage. Only about 10% of that image is not green. And so we can walk through that. That's an interesting one. Use that. And a couple of other high intensity. Oh, there's a nice one right there. That one's got a bit of mix of color in it. This is around 50%, I'd say, intensity. Oh, that's another good one of high intensity. Download that. There's one at about 50% intensity. There's one that's at about 25-30% intensity. And so we're just creating that range of imagery. Okay, and you could use this. You notice how desaturated those colors are. That could also serve as a decrease in intensity. But I think that's good enough for now. If it need be, I could always come back and grab some more. There's a good one there. I'll take that. And maybe that. There we go. Okay, so I've assembled all of those images into my downloads folder. It's for me now to move all of that stuff to the appropriate image folder. So I'll just open that up, find my downloads, and I'm just going to move them into the stills folder. So select all the ones that say pixels on them, and I'll just drag them over to my stills folder. And I think I've got enough images there. We've only got to make 15 to 20 seconds of video out of this, so I think that's great. And we'll just stop it there, and we'll pick up inside the Adobe Premiere Pro environment.